Arbitration, in its simplest form, is where two or more private parties approach a neutral private third party to resolve the private disputes between them. To oversimplify it, imagine that you and a friend get into a fight over some property. Let's say that you claim that you bought a particular book and lent it to your friend. The book is in your friend's possession. Now, your friend claims that he bought the book. You and your friend have a fight over the ownership of the book, and the two of you decide that you can't amicably resolve the fight between yourselves. So you take this dispute to an elder in the community who agrees to decide for you. The elder calls both of you, hears your grievances against each other, and he comes to a decision. You have to stand by that decision, whatever it may be. This is arbitration at its simplest. Now, arbitration proceedings are recognized in law. They were first recognized with the Indian Arbitration Act 1899, and then with the Arbitration Act 1940, and now with the Arbitration and Conciliation Act 1996. The final decision, which is known as an arbitration award, of the community elder, who is known as an arbitrator, is recognized in law. It now has legal status. The Arbitration and Conciliation Act 1996 says that an award shall be treated as a decree, and it gets enforced as a decree. This means that an award is being given the same importance as a decision of the court and is being treated as if it were a decree. It follows then that in deciding the disputes, the arbitrator must follow the bare minimum requirements of fairness and equal treatment of parties. All that the Arbitration and Conciliation Act 1996 really does is that it sets up a system of bare minimums which must be followed. If these standards are followed, it would result in a decision or an award which is worthy of being treated as a decree of the court. The Act therefore does the following. 1. It sets up a procedure to enforce the arbitration agreement. 2. It makes provisions for interim relief. Interim relief is a temporary relief granted while arbitration proceedings are pending. An interim relief can ensure that the subject matter of the arbitration does not get destroyed. 3. The Act suggests that the procedure to be followed during the conduct of proceedings. 4. It provides for situations where the parties can approach the court for help or for guidance. And 5. It provides restricted grounds on which an award can be challenged. An arbitrator is not a court of law. However, the Arbitral Tribunal is a private forum chosen by parties. Arbitration can be conducted using the procedure chosen by these parties. None of the strict laws of procedure contained in the Code of Civil Procedure or the Evidence Act apply to arbitration. The focus is on cutting down the technical rule of procedure and getting to a viable decision in the fastest and most cost-effective way. But at the end of the day, because the award is treated as a decree, the most basic tenets of natural justice and fair play must be followed. If you look at arbitration law in this light, it becomes much easier to see why the law is drafted the way it is.